Good evening, everyone, wherever you are tuning in. Welcome again to our live conversation tonight. This is your Virginia Drivers family, and we welcome you to our live conversation again tonight. So, last week we talked about how people from different professions are beginning to explore different digital business and why background or experience doesn't have to limit what's possible. But tonight we are continuing that conversation, but from another angle, because something that many people quietly think about that barely talk about openly. And our topic for tonight is about why more people are exploring plan B before they actually needed one. Because the reality today is that life moves so fast, the economy changes, unexpected life event situation can happen, and many people are starting to realize that relying on only one income may not always give them the flexibility of security that they want for their family. So tonight conversation and discussion isn't about the pressure, but it's about awareness, option, and possibility that my pillow business owners would share to you, and hopefully each and everyone with you can have a takeaway tonight and get inspired why we are here and sharing this great opportunity. So now I would like to take a moment to introduce our incredible people right here in front of you, my business partners and family joining me tonight. And this each individual here from different professions, different life experience, and different stages of their journey. So I would like to pass on the stage to Sis May. Thank you. And Sis May, we're gonna each of us will introduce each other, and they will share already as well the question that most people ask in regards with our business. Go ahead, Sis May. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are tuning in. My name is Marita Stakes. I'm from Virginia, and I'm originally from Pampanga, Philippines. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of three. I'm a former hairstylist and salon owner. I shifted to this digital business when we had a global shutdown, and that's when I started thinking about how safe my profession, and I shifted in this digital business um, to keep it safe. No need to be in a location, and I can just work from home. So anyway, my question is, why is digital business becoming attractive option for people with busy schedules or full-time jobs? My answer to that is, for many people today, life is already busy and very full schedules between work, their family, and responsibilities. It's hard to imagine adding something else to the schedule. That's why digital business is becoming so attractive. What I personally love about it is the flexibility. You don't need a permanent location, like I said, and you don't have to be tied to a specific schedule. You can make your own schedule as long as you have a phone, a lap, a laptop, and Wi-Fi. You can work from almost anywhere. You can take it with you when you're on vacation, on a trip. Um, Before this, I owned a salon, work long hours. My feet hurts the end of the day because I stand all day long. The only time I sit down probably is when I have lunch. I love my clients. I'm very passionate about my profession, but it requires physical time. With digital business, I can still be productive without being tied to one place. For busy people, parents, professionals with full-time jobs, this type of model gives them the chance to build something on the side without giving up their full-time job or whatever they already have right now. And over time, it can create more time freedom, and flexibility, which is something many people are looking for today. And that's what exactly I did too. I shifted to the digital business. Thank you, Sis Alex. That's my answer to your question.
Thank you, Sis May, about that for sharing your thought. This is are something that many viewers can relate to because me as an oncology nurse and I have a very busy schedule, but I able to manage to do this business because people today are balancing their careers, family responsibilities, and financial pressure, and this digital business platform have created a way for people to explore their opportunities by using our proven tools that they already have. For example, your phone, your internet connection, and of course, the willingness to learn because everything it will comes and then everything will follow. So that flexibility, as you mentioned, is something that many traditional paths that don't always offer for everybody, but our community business platform, it offer the flexibility and the business that would work and align with your busy schedule and with your full-time job. And so that's why you don't need to quit your job just to be part of the business community. Thank you, Sis May. And I would like to pass on the mic and the stage to Coach Sis Lisel. Go ahead, Sis Lisel. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and my Virginian drivers. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever part of the world you're watching. I am so happy to see you all today. My name is Lisel. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I worked as a beautician for 10 years in Abu Dhabi. No, 15 years in Abu Dhabi to support my family. And when I moved to the US, I faced many challenges. I couldn't continue my career because of license requirements. So I work as a housekeeper and a child nutrition at the school. And you know what? I love doing it because it's allowed me to help my husband with all the bills and support my family back home. So that's my story. And I ended up here joining this online business because I am looking for something, to supplement our expenses. And yeah, the question today that I have is Alex, let's talk about the reality many families are facing today. Everything is becoming more expensive, right? So when we go to the grocery, that is the reality. Every week, we go to the grocery store, the bill is higher than before. The gas prices go up today, nowadays. Oh my gosh. And rent and housing continue to increase. Even simple things like eggs, milk, and bread cost more than they used to. Many parents feel this pressure every week when they buy groceries. Many immigrants feel it when they send support back home to their families. My expenses keep rising, but for many people, the paycheck stays the same. And this is not happening only in one place. This is happening globally. People around the world are experiencing the same challenges: higher cost of living, economic changes, and uncertainty about the future. Because of this reality, more people today are thinking about having a plan B, not because they want to leave their job, not because they are ungrateful, but because they are understand something important. Depending only one source of income can be risky because life can change unexpectedly. Job can change, companies can close, situation can happen that we never planned for. That's why many wise families are starting to prepare before a crisis happens. A plan B can mean learning a new skills, exploring digital opportunities, or building an additional income stream, little by little, while still keeping the main job. Because you don't need to resign from your job doing this business we have. It's not about rushing, it's about being intentional. Because when we think about our family, we want security, right? And we want stability. We want to know that if something happens tomorrow, we have another option to support the people we love. And at the end of the day, preparing for the future is not fear, it is responsibility and wisdom. Sometimes the best gift we can give our family is not just working hard today, but building something that help and protect their future tomorrow. That is my answer, sis Alex. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Coach Lizelle. So I think this kind of question is something that can keep up someone up at night, right? Because many people are just are not looking for shortcuts or quick money, but they are simply looking for stability and option. Just like you said, Coach. What if something would happen tomorrow unexpectedly? Are you ready? Because if you don't have a plan B or any additional in source of income, it's a very frustrating and life changing situation, because people want to know if something unexpected happen, they are not starting from zero. That's why having a plan B is not about replacing your job, but it's about strengthening it and having a security that's running in the background for you while you are doing what you love to do, and while you still can do something, invest on your future, invest on your security while you still can. Thank you, Coach, for that. And now I will move on to Sis Coco, and go ahead, Sis Coco, take it away.
You're on mute.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You were muted.
This is Coco from Virginia Beach, Virginia, United States, originally from Japan. Thank you for having me tonight. And always good to see my sister and brothers in the Virginia Thrivers. I am so happy being the part of this team. But anyway, yes, I've been doing this digital business for 2 years now, and I'm still loving it. It's day by day, month on month. It's getting more and more. And you know what? Because there's so much things I've learned and new things, and so makes me excited. And then in my age, learning is so wonderful. But anyway, that's why I'm enjoying every day running this business. But anyway, okay, so my topic is uh, what mindset shift do people need to make before explore the something new? Yes, I think this is a perfect topic for me because the mindset is the biggest asset I've learned from this business. Yes. So everything start from mindset. It's not exaggerate, because before people explore something new or start something to do new things, unknown things, they usually ask one question: will this work for me? Or am I good enough for this? Oh no, 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 I'm not that kind of da da da. Always, kind of scary. The negative feeling comes first. But the real question they should ask is, what if this could change my life? Well, I used to be like that, the negative one. But now I would say, yes, what if, this could change my life? because I can tell my life is changed now, since I started this business. That's from my experience. So, but exploring something new is it's not easy. Yes, I know. And start with, but it doesn't start with the skills or knowledge or experience. No, it starts with mindset. That's why the mindset is the biggest asset to do something new for everything, because most people stop before they even start because they think they need to know everything first before they start. But every successful person or try to be success, seeking the success, start the same way, but not knowing anything. Start from uncomfortable situation, you know. So as they keep going, they figure out, they find out, and they keep going, and then they obtain the confidence and everything, and that bring it more momentum, and they keep more going. That's the thing. But when I first started this Explorer online business, I didn't have all the answer either, so I couldn't say, criticize or anything because I was one of them. But that's why I'm saying now, this is where I come from. But I had something more important is curiosity and willingness to learn. That's the key, so that's the things. I mean, to me, I was curious I was curious, and it's all about curiosity. Killed my nervousness or uncertainness. So that's the things. But you know, um, it's it's yeah, it's not easy. But sometimes the door is heavy to push and open. That's what it is. But all the success and then all the learning or something is exploring new things. It doesn't come in a comfortable situation. You gotta come up from the comfort zone. That's the beginning, and then you keep running and going forward, and then do something different and do something new. Then you start obtain a confidence. So it's all about mindset. If you don't have a right mindset, you know you don't think this way. You don't appreciate what you learn, what have you the grown, all the things. Because so that's all about the mindset. So anything to do new things or different things, it comes all about from the mindset. Yes. So that's my answer. And did I say something else? Yeah. So yeah, the mindset also open up your willingness to learn and coachable. That's the two two asset. That's the important things to explore new things, especially you don't know or you don't have experience. You have no idea about the business or anything. So that's that's my experience. Yes. So that's my answer. Thank you. Back to you, Alex.
All right. Thank you, Sis Coco. This kind of question is very powerful because often the biggest barrier of each individual is not about the skills or knowledge, but it's about the mindset. One of our leader is watching right now, and she is one part of the biggest impact in my life as well in regards with mindset. And I would like to call her in, and I would like to call her out because every single morning she dedicated her time just to set up our mindset in our community. And because many people believe that they need to know everything before starting, just like Sis Coco mentioned about knowing everything. Because but our growth usually begins the moment that someone decided that they are willing to learn something new. And when people started to give themselves permission to start, that's when all the possibility is starting to begin to shift and to open to you. An example, I am a nurse. I don't know how to take care of people. I start from zero experience, but eventually, because I have this willingness, I have the passion to take care of patient and other people, I able to learn. So this digital platform is the same as long as you have your willingness to make a change for your life, a willingness to learn to be coachable and listen, then you're gonna able to make a change for your life, because each person's success in here is depend on each person dedication, commitment, and consistency. So before we go on to Brother Mark, I would like to call in some of our viewers. We have Tashi Dem. She's watching from Australia. And of course, we have one of our leader, Coach Arinette, watching from LA. So thank you all so much for all the support on whoever watching in right now. We all thank you, everyone. So now we wanted to go now move on to Brother Mark and take it away, Brother Mark.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Sis Alex. Thank you, guys. So happy to be here tonight. My name is Mark. I am a math professor at a four-year university in Virginia. I spent 16 years in the corporate world teaching as my side hustle. Unexpectedly lost my job in 2016. Went back to teaching full time, which is what I did before corporate, and have spent the last, I spent 9 years, 8.5 years, raiding my 401k and living on credit cards to make ends meet. And then stressing about how I was ever going to be able to retire. And that's when I found this system. So it's been all systems go since I started in July 2024. And I wanted to talk about tonight how important it is to have guidance or a system, a proven system when someone's starting something online. And I guess the true answer is it varies, but for me it was really important. There are people who are willing to sit down and build an app and code an app from scratch and spend years working on it and going out and trying to sell it to people. I wasn't in that spot in my life. I was in the spot in my life that I needed income. I was doing Instacart, shopping for people's groceries and delivering them as a side hustle. Like I said, raiding my 401k and living off of credit cards. And I needed to change something and change it fast. So I was actually looking to go back to corporate America. I was looking to open a franchise of my own. I was looking to get another part-time job because Instacart was falling off, working at home. And I found the system. And I didn't have to build a website.
No.
I had to get a domain name and give it to our team, and they built my website. I They tell you there's a community of support, but you cannot realize how much support you have until you get in this business. Our system is tested. It's been working for 10 years. It has failed no one except people who quit. You can't find a person who didn't succeed unless they either gave up or they went to chase the next shiny thing, because there are people like that. That's not me. I like to stick with stuff. So if having a system and guidance is important to you, this is place. I'm not telling you we're the only place on the internet you can make money, but I see so many of them where it's, hey, pay me $10,000 for training, and I'm not going to give you a product to sell. You got to go find a product to sell. And then there are people who are like, well, here's a product to sell, but I'm not going to give you any training. You got to create your website. You got to go do everything yourself. Well, I wasn't in a spot to do that. This says, hey, I'm going to give you more than $10,000 worth of training for $149, step-by-step videos that we update all the time, that are always available to you. They're never taken away from you. Here are all these separate communities, accountability groups that you can sign up for, who will help you, who will encourage you to stay the course. I mean, you guys don't know that she's a big deal because you're not in our community, but Coach Erin Neff, that's just stopped by, she's a big deal. Um, there is no need for her on Sunday night at 7 o'clock to drop in other than to support us, right? Like that whole thing amazes me. And then the fact that everything's built. I mean, I have an admin system, I have an email campaign, they host my website. If I did that, it would be $300 a year, but it's done for us. Um, our two founders, the amount they pour back into us, they could have made their millions and ran. They could, I mean, they're at the point where they're really only making money off bonuses that they've established. But they still, every Wednesday night, show up for us to help us and support us to make our businesses better. They pour money that they have earned through this business back into, they're the ones that created the system. It's not some corporation that did it for us, some board of directors. And they're constantly upgrading it, bringing in new things. So to me, guidance and a proven system was primo, and that's what brought me here. So if that's what you're looking for, I don't know where else you could find a better one. And that's my answer on that, Coach Alex.
All right. Thank you, brother Mike. Mark. You know what I love with this question, because I know starting new can be feeling overwhelming. And we understand the feeling of other our viewers out there who's been watching quietly, listening quietly, because we've been there where you are. We don't know each other, but we able to know each other. We haven't met each other only brother Mark. So, but I mean, is this whole community itself. Brother Mark already said everything. The proven automated system, the right structure, the mentorship, the learning process in here. Instead of trying to guess on your own by yourself, people around the world are here to communicate, to help you to succeed. Our leaders nonstop sharing their knowledge and skill for each and everyone of the in the community, how to be successful. Just like brother Mark says, you're not gonna be successful here unless you quit. But when you stay consistent and go back and remember why you started, then you will be successful. And of course, if you are someone who are just expecting for a quick rich scheme tomorrow and tomorrow you'll be successful, then this business is not for you. So yes, we have already mentioned every single week the community support on how this makes a huge difference, especially for beginners, because you need to know you have to take the very important step, which is the step one, because that's the important step for you to know what's gonna be the step two for you. We don't beg friends and family here. We don't force anybody to join, but here we are here and sharing this great opportunity to each and everyone with you every single week to try and see before judging it, right? So thank you, everyone. So thank you for all of my sister and brother Mark for being here and sharing your thoughts, and to all of our viewers. So for anybody who are watching right now, who are curious and still curious but still unsure and still watching quietly and listening quietly, this is the advice that I would like to give to you, because this is probably the most important for tonight, that for those people who are watching quietly, who are thinking that maybe this could be something for me, but I am not sure. Hey, think about the tomorrow, the our economy. We have seen a lot of in the news, all those layouts, losing jobs. What are your plan B? Are you ready for your plan B? Or you don't have to quit your job, but just try and see and be prepared for the future, because tomorrow is not a promise, tomorrow is not a guarantee. And if you are not ready, what are you gonna do? Because the truth is, nobody need to rush into something, but sometimes the best thing that someone can do is just simply exploring and learning, because once you fully understand your only option is the first step towards creating a better future, not only for yourself, but for your family and your children, especially for your children, your big why. So I would like to thank you, everyone, each and every one of you watching in tonight, and for all of my business partner. Thank you again for sharing your thoughts, because our only goal in here with this conversation like this is not to convince anyone, not to pressure anyone, but to simply open the door for people who are already here, might be looking for something, because the door is already open for you. All you have to do is go enter that door and explore the possibility that you can have in the future. So, because sometimes the most powerful thing that someone can do is just start asking questions and learning what's possible. So if this conversation tonight is spark your curiosity, please feel free to each and every one of us. Our website is right there. Our website is in the banner. Just look and communicate with any of us. Look at Brother Mark Big Finger. And yes, so yes, it start now before it's too late, because you might say, I wish I did start. So, right? Any last word for any of my sisters and my brother that you would like to say to our viewers?
Just thanks for being here and have a great week.
Yes, all right. Anybody else? All right. So,
Stay
everyone,
curious and
Everyone. See you next
and
week.
start.
yes, we see you next week. And before end of the month, we have a surprise for all of you. And that's gonna be Mrs. Coco surprise. So good night, everyone. And thank you once again for joining us. And happy, happy, blessed night. Bye, everyone. Good
Bye. Good
night.
night.